If you're live with me, please write live in the comments. And if you are on replay, I'll look forward to you commenting replay so I can see that you have been here and heard all about my 80/20 lifestyle concept. So today I'm Catherine. If you don't know me, I'm Catherine, and I'm a fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle coach. And I am here to help you power up your nutrition today. So this is something that's dear to my heart, because my story is that I lost 30 kilos. I went from a really unhealthy lifestyle and food choices that were not great because I hadn't been educated on it. I didn't know anything about it until the day that I started digging into it, because I was interested in what could food do for me, right? So educating myself, learning so much about it, I changed completely. I went from inactive, I was insecure, I had a completely different personality back then. And now I'm just, this is my lifestyle. It's fitness, it's health, and I want to be helping others, specifically women over 40, thrive. Because I think this is the best time of our lives, actually, from the 40s and up. Somebody think later, but I believe it starts now. So we'll see when I get older if it's gonna get better. I'm actually sure it will. So anyway, so let's talk about the 80/20 lifestyle that I have incorporated and that I have figured out is working for me, and maybe it will be working for you. Let's look at the principles behind it. Then I will give you some tips, some strategies, how to incorporate and start this for yourself, and then just talking a little bit about my experiences with it. Okay, so what is the 80/20 concept lifestyle? It is all about nutrition. Okay, so we're just talking about nutrition today. 80% of the time what I do is I do clean eating and plant-based. So what does it mean? It means that I tend to avoid completely all the processed food. What I do is I look to nature and see, you know, all the natural things that I can eat. It's the veggies, it's the plants, it's the nuts, it's the seeds, it's the legumes, and all those great stuff, which is so nutrient dense and that just, you know, nourishes our body. So what it does is it's fuel for our body. And then 20% of the time, I will have the chocolate. I will have the cake. For God's sakes, I'll have the big biscuits, you know. I'm no saint, and I believe it's like one of my top values in life is freedom. So I want freedom in my food as well. But I also want to be healthy. And I have experienced thinking that freedom was eating fast food and all crappy stuff, okay? But I didn't feel well in my body at all. So that's when I started to change. That's when I started actually to educate myself on the topic and see what it could do for me. Actually, I was overweight as well. So once I started with these new eating habits, I started losing weight. So it was not just the physical activity, but so much of it is in our nutrition. So these are the principles behind it. And yes, plant-based, I'm mostly plant-based. As I just said, freedom is one of my biggest values in life. So I don't like when people are labeling me. So I've never been labeling myself. I'm not saying that I am 100% plant-based or vegan or vegetarian or whatever it is, because I don't eat a lot of meat at all. I just had a period where I did incorporate some more meat to get some more quality protein. I'm going to talk about that another day. And but it can be done with plant-based as well. And I want to tell you also, choose the meat. If you like meat, it's fine. There's no right and wrong in here. So it's all about you figuring out what is working for you, what your tastes are, and how your body responds, basically, right? So I get my protein with the legumes, for example. I do egg whites as well. I do pancakes in the morning with egg whites in there, and then occasionally I'll eat some fish. I am pescatarian, I don't cook it myself, but if I go out to restaurants, I'll have fish almost all of the time. And then I like Greek yogurt, for example, is a great source as well. I have plant-based milk as well, and stuff like that. And so the tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you is the first one that I think is important if you want to start this lifestyle is food swaps. That's how I started it all myself, because, you know, I started to look at what can I improve in my food. So what are the things I was used to be eating? I loved ice cream. I still love ice cream. Let's be honest here, okay? Love ice cream, love sweets and all this. And it's not so great. Maybe I was even sugar addicted. Be aware of that as well. Maybe you're addicted to sugar. So if you start cutting back on that. But about the food swap. So I loved ice cream. That's actually where I started. So what I did was I started swapping out the ice cream that I would eat after dinner in front of the television, swap it to yogurt, okay? And then gradually, you know, the yogurt is better than ice cream. And then maybe from the yogurt, maybe you have fruit yogurts, that's loads of sugar in there. Maybe you can go to plain Greek yogurt and then you can incorporate the fruits and so on. Do you know what I mean here? So we start somewhere and we make it a little bit better. And maybe that one, we can make that a little bit better as well. So we do food swaps, okay? Maybe, well, here in Italy, we love pasta. So instead of the white pasta, whole wheat, we can eat the whole grain, okay? That's better swap. I eventually eat a lot of quinoa, for example. So I now swap the pasta to the quinoa. So that's another of the swaps. What will I do for the chocolate? I love the filled chocolates. Oh, once in a while they will go into my 20 rule and I'll have them anyway. But what about some dark chocolate? At least 72%. Have a piece of that. The higher the percentage of your chocolate and the more satisfied your body will actually be as well. So you don't have to eat the whole package. I was, of course, eating the whole package all the time. So it can happen, but it is so rare where I did it almost every day before. I just do it like maybe once a year, twice a year, and then the other times I'll just have a piece, you know. So it's all about your habits. And the good thing is that you can change your habits, okay? And so, yeah, go for it. The food swaps, the first thing, okay? What else did I write down here? The sweets, for example. I love dates now, for example. Instead of you want something sweet, right? Have a date, okay? Figure out what your swaps are. Number two that I would say is a little bit of a mindset change. So instead of thinking about I have to take out things from my nutrition, you know, I have to eliminate the sugar, I have to eliminate the processed food, and how am I gonna get by with the snacks because I want something quick? You know, start to add in. So we're changing the mindset and thinking about what do I want instead of what I don't want, okay? What do you want? What do you want to add in? What can I add into the food that I'm already eating? Okay, so what I did for myself, for example, is I want to eat more vegetables. Now, how can I make that happen? So I decided I want to have at least half of the plate. I think it's like a huge part of the plate with vegetables, whatever vegetables it could be. I love raw food, I must say. I'm in a period now where I eat a lot of, it has to be quick, so it's like, what is it called? Cabbage, the white one. I love it. And I eat it as salad. It's full of fiber, it's great, and it just fills you up. And I eat like 250 grams of it. So you see, that's quite a big amount of it. I add in a little bit of feta cheese to give it some taste as well, and a little bit of balsamic oil on it. So anyway, what can you add in? You can add in the vegetables. You can add in some smoothies maybe. So please, if this is all, if you like what I'm saying, comment down below. Also, if you have any questions to what I'm saying here, if I can help you with anything, that would be great. And say hello if you're online here with me now. So the mindset change, right? We want to add in foods instead of taking away. So you can add in the veggies. You can say, okay, I want to add in some more soups, right? Some minestrone, as we did here in Italy. So vegetable soups in the night fills you up as well, and you get all that nutrient full veggies and stuff for your body. You can have smoothies. Smoothies are fantastic, even if you are in a rush to get a snack or even the breakfast, you know. That's a way to get immediate energy to your body, because when you blend stuff, okay, it'll go into your bloodstream so much faster than when you have to digest it. So also your digesting system will actually have a little bit of a relaxation. It will get, what is it called? Recover a little bit, right? So number 3 is actually get prepared. So prepare your meals ahead. Prepare your snacks. Know exactly what it is that you're going to eat, so that you're not going to, you know, have that hunger. You're like, you just grab whatever you have, but prepare it. Get hummus prepared. You can prepare a whole batch of it. Prepare your vegetables if you want to have some raw vegetables with your hummus, for example. Or you can get, you can prepare some egg muffins. You can have for breakfast, for snack, whatever. Fresh fruits, always have that in the house. And maybe think about not having all these foods that you don't want to be eating in the house. I know if we have kids, maybe they have some of it, but yeah, maybe it's good for them to cut down on that as well. But so prepare it ahead. You can batch cook as well. I know some in the group are actually batch cooking for the whole week. I do, for example, my legumes. I have a fantastic Instapot where I can cook it in. It'll just cook by itself, and it takes half the time that I normally spend. And then you can have loads of that in the fridge, and then you just take it out. So those were like 3 tips right away that I would give you. So my own experience with this is it takes time. It took some time for me, but once you get into the habit, start with the food swaps, and then be aware of what you want to be adding in. So write it all down. It's great to keep track of it as well. So have a journal. And speaking of journal, I'm actually preparing I have prepared an ebook, small ebook, that you can get from me if you're interested in this. What is in this ebook is all about the 80/20 lifestyle. So it will be explained. I'll give you the tips that I just shared with you now. There will be all the benefits of following this kind of lifestyle, which some of them are, if you're clean eating, plant-based, you know, it's low calorie density as well. So it's great if you want to lose weight as well. You want to be healthy and get more energy and so on. The skin will change once you start eating healthier and cutting down the sugar and the processed foods as well. Your gut health will be much better because you're getting in the fiber that you really need. And I'm going to be talking about gut health in another live. Then in this ebook, I will have 4 tips to get started. And then I will have 7 steps to a successful lifestyle, 80/20 lifestyle. And then other 7 steps on how to get into healthy eating overall. There's a lot of information in this ebook that I have gathered for you. And I feel like these are the things that I would have known when I got started, because I had no idea where to look at, you know, all the information that is around and who should I follow and what should I do. So I gathered all this stuff for you in this ebook. So there's 7 helpful steps to power up your nutrition, where you have to, where I have written about how to get your vegetables in, fresh ones, frozen ones, canned ones, and so on. How you get your protein. It's so important to get your protein. It's so important to get your fats in, the health fats. And there's a lot of guides in this one. And then also in a bonus section, I will have how you create a perfect green smoothie for yourself that's filling you up and that is boosting your energy, your immune system as well, with nutrient dense things in there. And at last, I will have 14 days of food tracking journal to start changing your habits. There are also some exercise in there. So if you're interested in that, please comment below. Just comment workbook or ebook and I'll give you the information on that one. It's 40 pages, and I think this one is something that I would have loved to have when I started out on my journey. So yeah, this could be a starter for you. Let me know in the comments if you liked this live. If you have any questions, please comment as well. And just stay tuned in the group, because over the month I will be adding some more lives talking about gut health. I'm talking about testing, health testing, which I do regularly to see if my cells are healthy, if I am healthy, because we can feel one way, but the reality is something different. So I'll be talking about that as well. So stay tuned and have an amazing day out there. Okay? Take care. Bye.